I'm hearing a lot of guesses flying around this room. I'll underline it's not the only rookie, but the last rookie. Emeka Egbuka's having a rookie season of a lifetime. Who was the last rookie to lead the NFL in any of the three major categories, meaning catches, yards, or touchdowns?
So like Nakua and Chase have had huge rookie seasons the last couple of years. Last year, Malik Neighbors had like 110 catches, but I got to go with the guy who had 3 touchdowns on Thanksgiving on 3 catches. I'm going with your colleague on Sunday. I'm going with Randy Moss.
Hey, Hembo, you just got mossed because
Let's go!
It is right.
Let's go!
It is Randy all the way back in 1998. The coming out party on that Monday night game, anyone who was
Green
watching
Bay
will never forget it. Oh, down goes Hembo, and he thought he had that.
Wow.
17 touchdowns for Moss.
Hembo, you've lost your fastball.
All right, awesome. Hembo is shocked. Let's play a game called Would Kmart Be Shocked? She loves that picture. Let's begin in Detroit, Kimberly. If I said the Lions will be the 1 seed in the NFC again this year, would you be shocked?
You know what? I would not be shocked. Listen, they're right in their window. They've got they've got all the pieces that they need. They lost. They started off the year with a loss, but they won 4 in a row. They got the quarterback. They got the weapons. They got the defense. They just need to put it all together. And as you guys keep talking about, the Eagles seem to be scuffling. We're having meetings left and right in Summit, so I would not be shocked for you.
All right, so the Lions are looking good on one side. A lot of people had them in the Super Bowl against the Ravens. Let's go to them. Would Kmart be shocked if the Ravens finish with a losing record?
All right, hear me out. I would be shocked if they finish with a losing record. There is still a scenario where if you look at their schedule, I get it. They get through the Rams, they get through the bye. The rest of their schedule on paper, I think they could still do some damage. I think this team, they got the quarterback. They don't have the defense right now, but I think they'll figure it out.
For the record, ESPN Bet still has them as the favorite to win the division. Finally, would Kmart be shocked if your guy Baker Mayfield wins MVP?
I would not be shocked. Listen.
Year, and Baker Mayfield could become the first ever Tampa Bay Buccaneer to win league MVP. They've never had one before. He is behind, the perennial favorites, Allen and Mahomes. Remember those odds at ESPN Bet and anywhere that you might gamble are based at least in some part on people's perception. Right. If people are going to throw money on Mahomes and Allen and all the rest of that. But the truth is, yesterday, Neek, Dan Graziano was sitting right there. And when we brought up the question about Dak being MVP, he said, no way. Right now, right this minute, Baker Mayfield is the MVP of the league.
Yeah, because it's connected to how successful your team is. I think projecting from Dan, it's about we think that Tampa is the real deal. They're going to get healthier. They're going to get better. And it's also, I think, the story of Baker is an entertaining and interesting story. And to Kimberly's point, how can you prove your value any more than last-second drives to win games 4 times in a row? So he seems more valuable than anybody else right now.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to argue against Baker Mayfield, but I'll just say this. Look, there's a subjective and an objective component to this MVP voting, right? So if you look at it objectively, how right now can you not say, when you look at all of the relevant next-gen stats, can you not say that Daniel Jones isn't first?
Ooh.
How can you not say that right now?
Goodness.
How can you not say it? You cannot. But so you know what's going to happen? People are going to be like, Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, he ain't going to be the MVP. He's not going to sustain it. Well, what if he does?
Yeah.
What if he does continue to rip people like he has right now?
He will.
I'm just telling you.
So that's fair. And Jeff, he almost jumped out of his chair. But both of them, actually, it's a good setup to what I wanted to talk about. Because Baker Mayfield is in this category, and Daniel Jones is in this category, and Sam Darnold is in this category.
Oh, I know where you're going.
And these are, who used the word one man's trash is another man's treasure, whatever it is. It's maybe a little harsh when we're talking about human beings. But the point we're trying to make here is that these are guys who were left for dead, thrown on the scrap heap, basically told by, in some cases, multiple franchises, now you're not good enough and you're never going to be.
Right.
And now here they are starring. What message should this send to NFL teams and NFL fans everywhere that right now you could argue those three guys are playing as well as any quarterbacks in the NFL.
I think patience pays, but I think the situation matters as well, right? It has to kind of be a both and. And so when you look at Baker Mayfield and what he's been able to do when Liam Cohen came over 2 years ago and what that offense has been capable of doing, you look at Daniel Jones, and I agree with you. The guy's playing lights out. Shane Steichen has done a remarkable job. Brought him into the West Coast. Quick decisions, understanding where to go the ball. Sam Darnold, same thing, right? I mean, think about this Raiders thing with taking Geno Smith and what Sam Darnold's been able to do. And see, I know he threw an interception late last week, but the guy is playing lights out. But it's patience matters. Understanding the game and understanding how the game slows for guys as they continue to get more reps and more cuts at this thing. It truly matters, especially at that position in specific.
Yeah, you know what? The word that you just said, it's about reps. Like, okay, so what is the number one thing that people look at when they're talking about college quarterbacks, right?
How
they look
much
at starts.
Experience they
exactly,
have,
the number of starts. Well, now you get to see guys, especially if they bounced around for a team or two, you get to see that they obviously have some experience in the NFL. And then you have to assess the situation that they've been in. And then you have to assess the most important thing, your own situation. Because look, NFL teams are some of the most arrogant corporations ever, because everyone there thinks it ain't us.
Right.
It's you, the players, that mess up. We don't mess you up. We wouldn't be in this job if we weren't the greatest coaches of all time and the greatest personnel people of all time. Wrong. It isn't always like that. And you've seen that with Baker. You've seen that now with Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Okay. And you may be seeing it with Carson Wentz right now, who people also left on the trash heap.
It was always comedy. I've had some great coaches, Hall of Fame coaches, and I remember a coach looked at me one time and goes, "Hey, coaches just didn't forget how to coach." I was like, players didn't forget how to play either, bro.
Right.
Like, we got here for a reason as well. Like, you're not an awful player if you get drafted in the first round. Like, let's be honest with that.
So here's what the NFL has taught me. If it's anything, it's sometimes in life, it is great to escape a place, because coaching and the environment, who is around you, who is believing in you, who is developing you, is just as important as how much talent you have coming in. And I got to be honest, the Baker situation, he would not have been this Baker, this MVP quality type of caliber quarterback in Cleveland. It just wasn't set up that way. He himself had to do a lot of growing and developing and going on his little journey. That's why we're seeing this Baker now.
And you know what? It's not the only ones, but I'll give you three words: McVay, O'Connell, Shanahan. Right? Like, you get what these guys just know how to look at Mac Jones.
Right.
All these guys, even Darnold made his stop there. Yep. Darnold made his stop in San Francisco before he went over there. These guys, the coaches, make such a difference.
They're first-round quarterbacks in most of these cases, so the talent is there.
Right.
It can work. And finding the alchemy in a certain situation, a bunch of different things that happen.